Hello dear students, welcome to the class today. I wish you all a very happy new year. Actually we are having classes after this new year session. So this new class that we have started, I wish you a very happy new year, a very healthy new year, and a very, yes, of course, you will be appearing for your boards in this year. So I wish each one of you a very, very, very good result. You excel in this board examinations, and we will also excel alongside with you. The kind of results you will be getting, children, it will be deciding your future, as well as it will be giving laurels to the school also. So students, please work hard, and we are always there to help you in whatever way you want. Please tell us whatever are your doubts, and we'll be trying to solve each and every doubt of yours. Got it, children? So here we are beginning. We are starting with this. Actually, we are finishing this chapter as per the requirement. Most of the students have asked me to revise this chapter, Nationalism in India. That is what I have been doing in the previous videos. Now, this video that I'm making, this is after your pre-board examinations. So where we had stopped in the last class, I'm just giving you a brief recapitulation of whatever we have done till now. Got it, children? So, whatever we have completed till now, I am just trying to explain that. We have started this chapter, Nationalism in India. We had begun with the situation of India during the First World War. Got it? First World War. The kind of problems India was facing, yes, plague epidemic and increased taxes and British atrocities, all these things we have been doing. Then we come to know about the coming of Mahatma Gandhi and his Satyagraha. Got it? Satyagraha. Yes, dear children, सत्य के लिए जो आग्रह किया जा रहा है, the fight that is for the truth, the battle for the truth is the real Satyagraha. Got it? We talked about it, and the explanation and the view of Mahatma Gandhi on Satyagraha, that is also what we have done. Got it? So after talking about Satyagraha, the next important thing that we talked about was, which you need to remember, children, is the Rowlatt Act and the non-cooperation movement. Yes, here I just wanted to remind you that we have also discussed about the Satyagraha movements in Champaran, Kheda and Ahmedabad. Okay, this you have to remember. Please do remember this also. And with that movement, Rowlatt Act had come, which was a very wrong act imposed on the Indians, and Mahatma Gandhi appealed to the Indians to raise their voice against it. So when Mahatma Gandhi had appealed to the Indians, as a result, non-cooperation had started, followed by an inhuman incident that had happened at Jallianwala Bagh, and we came to know about the Jallianwala Bagh incident. Got it, children? Jallianwala Bagh incident was a very inhuman treatment that was done to the Indians. Got it? On 13th of April 1919. Do remember the date. Whenever you mention about Jallianwala Bagh, please do remember the date. Got it? Incident, you know it very well. Then we also talked about here what we need to understand, on which the questions are very frequently asked, dear children. That is Khilafat issue. Got it? The Khilafat issue that was there, the Khilafat movement that was launched by the Ali brothers in opposition to the mistreatment that was done to the Khalifa. Okay, we were talking about the First World War. With the end of the First World War, there were a lot of humiliating treaties that were signed. And here I would like to remind you, remember the Treaty of Versailles. No, of course, Khilafat issue was not related to Treaty of Versailles. I am talking about the various treaties that were signed with various countries. Treaty of Versailles was separate, but all the countries which had lost in the First World War, my dear children, the countries which had lost in the First World War, they had to face lot of humiliation. Okay, that was there. So we have discussed about the Khilafat issue. Then what we had done, we have also talked about the launching of non-cooperation in 3 stages. Okay, ये 3 stages क्या थे? अब मैं इसको नहीं रिपीट कर रही हूं. आई एम नॉट रिपीटिंग इट, यू नो इट वेरी वेल. गॉट इट? पहले क्या करेंगे, फिर क्या करेंगे, उसके बाद क्या करेंगे. सो दैट वर द स्टेजेस that we have already talked about, we have already discussed about. 3 stages में launch करने के बाद what we came to know is the differing strands of the movement at different places. Differing strands of non-cooperation movement. Different places, different cities, and how non-cooperation, how the people had participated. First, we had talked about the cities and the towns, followed by the villages. I mean countryside. Countryside is the villages. Countryside means बड़े बड़े शहरों के साथ लगा हुआ जो एरिया है, लगा हुआ जो इलाका है, that was the countryside. How the movement was carried on in the countryside, we discussed about it. Then we talked about, what did we discuss? Yes, the next important thing that we have discussed about was the participation of the people from the tribal areas. When we talk about the cities, we have to mention about Baba Ramchandra. And when we talk about the tribal areas, we have to mention about Alluri Sitarama Raju. Okay. Then we have talked about Swaraj in the plantations. Plantation workers were facing a lot of problems and how they have participated in non-cooperation, and they gave the slogan Swatantra Bharat. Swatantra. ठीक है, please try to understand the meaning of Swatantra. Swatantra, अपना राज्य. ठीक है, Tantra is administration. Tantra in political sense is administration. ठीक है, not working under the rule of the Britishers and carrying on with your own administration is the Tantra. Got it? So that was this what Tantra we have talked about. Next thing that we have talked about, that we had discussed, my dear children, is the non-cooperation movement and its withdrawal. Yes, withdrawal was definitely because of the Chauri Chaura incident. This question had also come in the pre-board, but many of you could not answer this question. I was shocked. I was really shocked because this was one thing that we have discussed it in detail. अब ये छोटी छोटी चीजें भी अगर आप नहीं याद रख पाएंगे तो it's a very sorry state. Okay? So in a brief thing, when we explain about the non-cooperation, of course, it's a topic on which the questions are asked for 5 marks. Yes, the recent sample paper that has been introduced by the NCERT, by the CBSE, this has given us a very good news that 4 marks questions are passage based questions. 4 मार्क्स क्वेश्चंस के लिए आपको लिखना नहीं है. You have to just be very, very well versed with the passage. Got it, children? So the passage that is there, we have to now be very conscious about the sources and the passages that are given in the chapter. Got it, children? So be very sure that the sources are completed. And of course, we'll be revising it. One thing that you really need to practice a lot is the map work. I mean, for 5 marks, hardly any child is getting good marks. So you really need to put in a lot of effort for your map work. Yes, we will be revising it. I'll be making you revise the map work from the book itself. With the completion of each and every chapter, we need to do the map work as well. Got it, children? Okay. Another important thing that we have to discuss, how a sense of yes, non-cooperation. आप इसको इस तरह से समझो, non-cooperation. इसमें what we discussed about is, we have discussed about the cities, towns, okay, effects of non-cooperation, okay. Then we have discussed about the countryside और ऑब्लिक विलेजेस. सबसे ज्यादा विलेजेस में क्या, जिस समय की हम बात कर रहे हैं उस समय 80% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन वाज एंगेज्ड इन एग्रीकल्चर, एंड एग्रीकल्चर वाज वन एरिया विच वाज एब्सोल्युटली नॉट गिवन एनी इंपॉर्टेंस बाय द ब्रिटिशर्स. उनको एग्रीकल्चर से कोई मतलब नहीं था, एक्चुअली कोई मतलब नहीं था. They were very much concerned about the cash crops, and cash crops was one thing that the Indians were not very much interested into. Got it? So you have to also talk about, when you talk about the countryside, when you talk about villages, you need to mention about the Audh Kisan Sabha. Got it? Audh Kisan Sabha. Then what we discussed? We also discussed about the tribal areas. Here you have to mention about Alluri Sitaram Raju. And good, कहाँ की हम, वैसे तो many places tribal movements were there, लेकिन किस जगह के tribals की हम बात कर रहे हैं, that you need to mention, dear children. Okay, so Gudem Hills from Andhra Pradesh. उसके बाद we have talked about plantations. ठीक है, plantation में the workers who were working in the plantations, they were facing lot of hardships. बहुत सारी problems का वो सामना करते थे. So these hardships that they were facing, we need to talk about it. We need to mention about it. Okay, उसमें आपको वो देना है the क्या था, Immigration Act. Yeah, please mention about the immigration or immigration. Just check it out. Immigration Act. कि आप कहीं बाहर नहीं जा सकते हैं. The plantation workers were not allowed to move out of the place where they were working as the plantation worker. तो उनको ये परमिशन नहीं थी कि वो मूव करें वहां से. Got it? So that is there. And then we have to talk about the Chauri Chaura. पता नहीं आप कैसे नहीं मेंशन किया आप लोगों ने. You should have mentioned it, ना? Chauri Chaura incident. Okay? Where the non-cooperation movement was withdrawal. Chauri Chaura incident for withdrawal of non-cooperation movement. Got it? I have written short form. Children, please don't mention the short form in your board examinations. Okay? So this was all about the non-cooperation movement. विड्रॉल के बाद गांधी जी को जेल ले जाया गया 1922 में. 1922 से 24 तक there was a different idea of non-cooperation amongst the Indians. So we were moving, non-cooperation तो खत्म हो गया. Now what we were moving towards civil disobedience. Got it? Towards civil disobedience, when we are moving in that line, in that direction, we need to understand that civil disobedience and its impact on the Indian political scenario. Yes, this was the time which had given lot of challenges to the Britishers. It was for the first time that the Britishers have faced this kind of a challenge. Got it? So when we talk about civil disobedience movement, तो हमको शुरू कहां से करना है? From where do we need to start from? We have to start from the formation of Swaraj Party. Got it? They participated in the elections. They were the winners. And they said कि assembly elections में participate करना बहुत जरूरी है. Followed by Simon Commission. ठीक है? Coming of Simon Commission. Okay? Now, from Simon Commission, what has happened is कि the movement was taking a very different turn. Okay? Then you have to Simon Commission and then Simon Commission ने क्या propose किया था ना? That what they have proposed is कि they said पहला round table conference was there in London and there they said कि India would be given a dominion status. Tory government had come in London, in Britain. ठीक है, government has changed और उन्होंने कहा कि इंडिया को we will not give independence but we will give a dominion status, जहां पे center would be ruled by the Britishers and states would be ruled by the Indians. Got it? इसके बाद we need to talk about Lahore Congress session 1929, December 1929. Okay? यहां से शुरू हुआ the battle for the complete independence. Civil disobedience movement launching with Dandi March. Yes, breaking the salt law. Disobedience है ना, तो disobedience है मतलब कि बात नहीं माननी है. That was there. Okay? Dandi March के बारे में आप बताएंगे. Then the people's participation. So here also we will be talking about the farmers, rich and poor. Farmers कह लो, peasants कह लो, it is the same thing. ठीक है? Rich farmers, poor peasants, all of their involvement in the civil disobedience movement, non-payment of taxes and all, and then participation by इसके बाद रिच बिजनेस क्लास. ठीक है, रिच क्या बिजनेस क्लास है तो रिच ही होंगे. बिजनेस क्लास पार्टिसिपेशन. ओके, देन यहाँ पे लाहौर कांग्रेस लॉन्चिंग विथ डांडी मार्च. हियर वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द सेकेंड राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस. ठीक है. Gandhiji had gone to attend second round table conference. Then this is a complete thing that is there as per the sequence. स्वराज पार्टी तो रहेगा ही, आप देख लेना इसको कहां पे आप इसको डालोगे, वेयर यू विल बी पुटिंग इट ऑन. गॉट इट. मतलब ये पूरा मैंने इस तरह से आई हैव जस्ट टेकन द इवेंट्स इन दिस फॉर्मेशन फॉर्म. ओके. देन यू विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट a Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Got it? Gandhi-Irwin Pact. Got it? हाँ, गांधी जी सेट की सेकेंड राउंड टेबल कॉन्फ्रेंस के पहले है ये, आप उसको उसी हिसाब से डाल लेना. बिकॉज हिस्ट्री में वन थिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वी नीड टू बी वेरी श्योर अबाउट इज द क्रोनोलॉजी. ठीक है. वी कैन नॉट ब्रेक द क्रोनोलॉजी. मतलब जो जिस सीक्वेंस में है उसी सीक्वेंस को हमको फॉलो करना है. Got it? That is the chronology. Okay. So Gandhi-Irwin Pact was signed, and इसके बाद relaunching of civil disobedience movement, जिसमें कि people were not interested. Now participation by business class, rich farmers, poor peasants, workers of नागपुर, छोटा नागपुर में. हाँ, ठीक है. द फैक्ट्री वर्कर्स हु वर देयर इन द नागपुर रीजन, ये हमने बात किया था. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, वी हैव टॉक्ड अबाउट द फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम इन द इंडियन हिस्ट्री women participation. Got it? So this was the complete things that had happened. एक चक्र में मैंने इसको बताया है आपको. I have tried to explain it in this form. Then the major thing that we have discussed was the failure of the civil disobedience. Failure of civil disobedience. Civil disobedience has happened. Failure क्यों हुआ? तो पहला कारण क्या था? Non participation of lower class people. Got it? Lower class people, and they did not participate क्योंकि Congress, it was said, was dominated by the high caste people. High caste Brahmins were there who were dominating the activities in Congress. ऐसा कहा जाता है, लेकिन रियलिटी में ऐसा नहीं था. It was the British policy of divide and rule, कि वो धीरे धीरे लोगों को अलग कर रहे थे. From here we find a new leader coming into the scenario, and that was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. When we talk about Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, we come to know how he had fought for the rights of the scheduled caste people. Okay? So, non-participation of lower class. And then here one thing is more, that is the Pune Pact. Pune Pact, yes, Gandhiji was very disappointed when B.R. Ambedkar and other leaders were saying कि अब they did not want to be a part of Congress. कांग्रेस धीरे धीरे टूट रही थी. मुस्लिम्स ऑलरेडी अलग हो गए थे. ओके, यहां पे ये चीज भी देना है, द सेपरेशन ऑफ मुस्लिम्स. ठीक है, फ्रॉम द कंप्लीट मूवमेंट दैट वाज हैपनिंग, कि जितना कुछ भी हो रहा था उसमें मुस्लिम पार्टिसिपेशन वाज वेरी नेग्लिजिबल, बहुत कम था. ऐसा नहीं था कि उन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट नहीं किया, बट बहुत ही कम पार्टिसिपेट किया. तो दैट वाज आल्सो वन ऑफ द मेजर रीजंस. माय डियर चिल्ड्रन, प्लीज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस आल्सो. ओके. उसके बाद फॉर्मेशन ऑफ, उन्होंने क्या किया ना, नाउ मुस्लिम्स वेर सेइंग कि दे वेर फेसिंग आइडेंटिटी क्राइसिस इन इंडिया. मतलब एक टाइम आ गया था दैट नोबडी वाज रिकॉग्नाइजिंग द रोल ऑफ द मुस्लिम्स इन द पॉलिटिकल सिनेरियो. तो फॉर्मेशन ऑफ मुस्लिम लीग, ठीक है, दिस इज ऑल द फेलियर ऑफ सिविल डिसोबीडियंस. हम यहां पे ये लिख देते हैं, कॉजेज ऑफ the failure of civil disobedience. Okay, formation of Muslim League was there. Okay, now many Muslim leaders have given their views कि there was lot of separation and lot of partiality with the Indians, with the Muslims. Muslim leaders were not recognized as leaders in Congress. So this was a very sorry state. Okay, so upcoming, अब ये सब points कौन उठा रहा था? Upcoming of leaders like Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Jinnah and his party. I mean, he was one person who was really fighting for the rights of the Muslims. यहां पे statement of Sir Muhammad Iqbal. पूरा का पूरा वो एक the one box is given ना, Sir Muhammad Iqbal in the source. उन्होंने कहा कि the Congress leaders are there, they are the members of Congress as well as they are members of other Hindu party like Hindu Mahasabha. उसको कोई अपोज नहीं करता है, बट इफ वी आर मेंबर्स ऑफ कांग्रेस एंड वी आर वर्किंग फॉर द मुस्लिम लीग, व्हाई इज द कांग्रेस अपोजिंग? कांग्रेस शुड नॉट अपोज इट. गॉट इट? तो जिन्ना का ये जो स्टेटमेंट था, सर मोहम्मद इकबाल का ये स्टेटमेंट था, दे हैव कम अप विद द पाकिस्तान रेजोल्यूशन. आगे के उसमें अब जब आप हिस्ट्री पढ़ते हो तो उसमें यू कम टू नो अबाउट द स्टेटमेंट्स गिवन बाय दीज ग्रेट लीडर्स. गॉट इट? सर मोहम्मद इकबाल का जो स्टेटमेंट था, दैट आई वुड लाइक टू शो यू इन द बुक इटसेल्फ, माय डियर चिल्ड्रन. उसके बाद विल बी डूइंग द लास्ट टॉपिक. गॉट इट? चलो, लेट मी शो यू द स्टेटमेंट्स मेड बाय सर मोहम्मद इकबाल.
So, dear students, just now I was talking to you about the sources. As per our discussion, just now we have discussed that for 4 marks, source-based questions would be coming. Okay, so children, when these source-based questions are coming, so you need to go through the sources in detail. I told you about the statement that was given by Sir Muhammad Iqbal. This is source D. So while doing this, you need to understand he was the president of the Muslim League, and he said that the Muslims should be voted through separate electorates because the developments that were happening in the political scenario in India, Muslims were feeling that they have become minority. Minority political interests need to be served, need to be saved, and they were feeling alienated from all the active political things, political scenario. He said the intellectual justification that Pakistan demand was correct, because he said ki I have no hesitation in declaring that if the principle that the Indian Muslim is entitled to full and free development, उनको ऐसा लग रहा था that the Muslims are kept apart from the free development of the own culture and tradition in the Indian homelands. अब इनको लग रहा था कि इंडिया सेपरेट है. इंडियन होमलैंड्स में जो रेस्पेक्ट मुस्लिम्स को मिलना चाहिए, they were not getting that respect. Got it, children? So this is what we need to understand. So he is saying कि communalism is coming up, higher aspect, then it is indispensable to the formation of a harmonious whole in a country like India. कि जहाँ सब लोग हारमोनियसली रह रहे हैं, वहाँ पे इस तरह की चीज़ बिल्कुल भी बर्दाश्त नहीं की जा सकती. Got it? So we will be discussing it in detail, children. Just go through this box once. Okay? Thank you, children, and all the best to you.